I just talked to a friend about this last night, and I basically decided that I've seen the exact same pattern of behavior so many times, and I've seen it enough times that other guys are like completely clueless as to how to deal with it. So I'm just gonna make this video. The pattern I'm talking about is where a girl with BPD will basically act in a way towards her boyfriend or her partner or whatever, in a way that almost feels like it's meant to make you go insane. It's meant to enrage you. For example, with my friend Andre, a girl that he's kinda with right now, she'll do things like, she'll ask him to hang out, he'll write back okay, and then she just leaves him on red for 3 days, right? Or when they're together hanging out at his place, she'll ask like every 5 minutes, she'll be like, "Are you mad at me?" And she just keeps asking constantly, no matter how many times he reassures her. Or with my ex-girlfriend, which is a fucking insane story. Like, she literally got in a car accident one time to avoid meeting up with me. That sounds really bad. Long story short, she would constantly do these things where she would show extreme affection, then totally pull away, right? And these are by no means all the examples I could tell you about. So the thing that Andre was asking me about is, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this girl? And the thing I told him that probably surprised him is that the reason for the insane behavior, this isn't something that they consciously decide to do usually, but the reason for the insane behavior, the whole point of it is to see how you'll react. The whole point of it is because they want to see what you behave like in an intense situation where you're very pissed off at her and she's very blatantly doing something that would cause like a huge emotional reaction in you. That's actually the point. Same reason why this girl was asking him like a million times constantly, "Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?" Because it's all about finding out where are the boundaries and what happens when I cross the boundaries, right? So again, just to emphasize, the whole point of all of it is because they want to see the intensity. They want to see you demonstrate your power, basically, and to not allow them get away with whatever bullshit they're trying to pull, right? I remember a few days ago, don't ask me why, I was watching some clip of a VTuber, and she was talking about what she wants in a man, and she was unusually self-aware, like she literally spelled it out. She said she wants a man who's basically scary, who kind of scares her. Because she has like a huge attitude, she acts really bitchy very often. Like that's what she said, right? And she wants a man who won't let her get away with that. Now, in her mind, she said, "I don't want him to hit me, I just want him to have so much aura and so much confidence that I just can't do it." Right? Which is like magical thinking, you know what I mean? Like you want to have the thing that you crave without any of the negative downsides, right? And anyway, this fits as well with this girl that Andre is currently with, where all of her previous relationships were with fucking gang members. And keep in mind, she's like unbelievably physically attractive, like a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 kind of territory. So she can have whoever she wants. And every single time she goes for a fucking cartel member. And why is that? Remember what that VTuber said. She wants a guy who's scary, who won't let her get away with some bullshit. Now here's the problem. Dominant behavior for a regular person, it's either fake or you just don't do it at all, right? Because you can't threaten her. If you threaten her, she can always call the police and then you're fucked, right? She can secretly record it one time and then she has blackmail over you and you're fucked, right? Even if you act in exactly the way she wants, the display of power that she's craving, it wouldn't be real, right? That's why she goes for gang members, because a gang member actually can reliably threaten her. Because even if she calls the police on one gang member, there's still gonna be the other guys there. And if they know that she's the one that snitched, you know, it's a very credible threat, right? And one thing I really want to mention here is so many girls will ask a guy to performatively be dominant, let's say when they're about to have sex. I feel like that's just cucking yourself even more. Like masculine aggression is just totally reduced to being a fucking woman's plaything in the bedroom. I just think that's like, bro, that's actual insanity. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if you follow the regular rules of the society, let's say, there is no way to deal with a girl like that. It's literally impossible. The way Andre's dealing with it, because, you know, he's not a guy that can reliably threaten her. I mean, maybe he could, but he's not the kind of guy that even wants to, right? So the way he just responds to all this shitty behavior is basically just with indifference, right? And that's the only thing he really can do, because, well, let's say she leaves him on red for 3 days after asking to hang out, right? If he starts saying anything about it, if he starts accusing her, hey, what the fuck are you doing? If he starts begging her, hey, please respond to the message, right? Any sign of weakness, she's gonna disappear from his life immediately. So really the only thing he can do is to just not react at all, right? So the whole relationship is kept in this kind of false equilibrium where she's constantly baiting him, he's constantly just not reacting at all. So she has like the subconscious expectation, like, okay, but at some point I can bait him hard enough that I'm gonna finally see the intensity, right? And then I can really judge who he is. So Andre is basically delaying that point as far into the future as possible, because he's fine with the way things are. Like, he doesn't care about her that much, which is kind of depressing. But, this is a pattern you see very often, right? A girl that craves a very scary boyfriend but can't get it because there's barely people like that anywhere. They'll just settle for a guy that doesn't care about them, at least, because the indifference is the closest thing to actual power that they can get in a partner. So you can see why all this is like something you're not even really allowed to talk about usually, right? But most people will probably say, well, no, the girl is just being toxic and she should just go to therapy. Like, it's just insane. Like, the people that are all about emotional happiness and human nature, they'll just bend over backwards with logic forever, justifying why, no, actually, but this part of human nature is disgusting and evil and it has to be stamped out with endless fucking rationalizing and therapy, and it has to be eradicated. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just a simple lack of self-awareness. Because, I mean, this thing that's called borderline personality disorder, it's just a more extreme version of regular female behavior, right? It's just so extreme that it's totally incompatible with, like, the modern legal system, the modern code of ethics. But, if only someone had a solution to that. I wish I knew a guy like that. Anyway, so the real solution is to just have a sort of mafia structure so you can reliably threaten her. But let me emphasize for YouTube, I would never do such a thing. It's immoral. It's illegal. It's harmful. Like, I couldn't even think of such a thing. It's fucking disgusting, like, genuinely. Like, I know I've talked about it kind of jokingly, but all these things are disgusting, and the only thing that's actually acceptable are, like, normal, consensual relationships. Anything else is disgusting. I hope everyone understands that. Anyway, bye.